Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who do we have today? Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Alma. Hello. I am running a little bit behind today, but we are here. How are you all? Good morning, Leonie. How was your weekend? Did y'all have a good weekend? Any football fans? Were y'all watching last night? Good morning, Joanne. I was in the room when the game was playing. I wasn't really paying attention because not only am I not a football fan, I'm not a sports ball fan, really. So, and neither of the teams were of any special interest in my family. So, so we watched, or, I was there. Everybody else watched. Yeah. So congratulations. Congratulations to those who are celebrating the game. Happy with the outcome? Awesome. The halftime show was horrible. I didn't watch it. None of us did. We just turned the channel. We didn't even watch the halftime show. It started, and we watched maybe the first 20 seconds, and we were like, meh. And what my dad or my brother, somebody was like, you can just turn it. And they ended up turning it to Food Network or something. And then they turned it back on when the game resumed. I'm just glad that the national anthem was not butchered. John Bautiste did a good job. It was cool to have him play while he sang. That was pretty cool. So I was what do you call it? I appreciated that. You should have done that too. Yeah, we're not huge halftime show people. I haven't seen a good halftime show in a long time. And again, I'm not a football person, so I literally have no horse in the race. Period. But I haven't seen a halftime show in a long time. Yeah, Lauren Daigle and Trombone Shorty. Is that how you say his name? Yeah, that was pretty cool too. I appreciated that. Yeah, she was pretty good. She did a good job. I haven't understood the halftime show either. I think my husband and I, we were on our way home. We're thinking about that. We're talking about that. And I said, I think the last time I enjoyed a halftime show was Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And that was a long time ago. I don't even think my husband and I were dating yet. That was a long, long time ago. That was the last time I was like, oh, this is good, as far as the artistry and that kind of thing. Most of the time it's not even genres that I'm even interested in. So, yeah. So anyway, the Martha Stewart commercial was hilarious. It was funny. That's what my husband said, Tiffany. Good morning, Darlene, and good morning, Ada. That's what my husband said. He goes, why? He said, do enough people like that kind of music? And I said, rap isn't my genre, so I don't know. It's not the genre of my immediate family either. So, I don't know. I don't know who pulls the strings and who makes these decisions, but I don't know. I think my favorite commercial was, and again, I was only half paying attention. I'll show you guys what I was doing during the Super Bowl. Besides eating, I liked the Harrison Ford commercial for Jeep. Because I liked at the end where he was like, my work, my family, my friends, they make me happy. This Jeep makes me happy, even though my last name is. And then he drove off, and then he drove off, I guess. Good morning, Nikki. I think that was one of my favorites. And then what was the other one? The one with Chris Hemsworth and the other guy's name escapes me. When they were in the museum or whatever, and then the other guy like knocks the head off the statue. I kind of got a laugh off of that. The Budweiser commercials, yeah. Too bad you don't. Yeah, I don't drink either. I don't drink beer. I don't. Not only do I drink beer, I don't drink. Period. I just don't drink. But yeah. Oh, the one with the other beer commercial. With Matt Damon and Beckham. Yeah. I had the one with like his parents. He has a twin or whatever. That one was fun. You had me at Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, he's a pretty good looking man. If that's what you meant, Nikki, I'm right there with you. Other social media platforms, there are hidden messages in the music. I couldn't understand him. It was like he mumbled a lot. Yeah, that's the other thing, Melissa. I always, Nikki. That's the other thing. Rap is not even what it used to be, right? So like the rap of like the 90s isn't what, rap is today. And I think, fans of the genre, from what I've heard, have said things like that. Yeah, you can't understand. I was able to like pull out words here and there. I heard the words government cheese. So I was like, I heard that word or those words. That was it. Anyway, yeah. Most of the Instacart commercials, I was like, what the heck is this commercial for? Yeah, we're talking about the Super Bowl. Nikki, and how I was in the room while it was being played. I didn't really pay attention. I did see most of the commercials. 90s music was the best in a lot of ways. Man, I do love me some 90s music. Difficult to understand, but fun to decipher. That's hilarious. All right. Well, I'm glad you all, again, congratulations to those who were rooting for I do know the teams, for the Eagles. My condolences to those who are rooting for give me a second. I can see their uniforms. The Chiefs, right? Yeah. Anyway. Okay, it was my husband's birthday. Awesome. He was bummed out about the kids not coming, so I made him a cake and decorated like a football. Aww, that is so cool. He had a football cough drop. Oh, well, I'm so glad he had a birthday. It was my nephew's birthday, and it was my nephew's birthday. Well, we celebrated it. We usually celebrate it Super Bowl. His birthday's actually tomorrow. So we went out and took him out for lunch and then went to my parents for the Super Bowl, and we had a cake for him too. Your children are rappers? Well, if they are, you're not much for football. Your children are rappers. Well, I would assume that that they're better artists than what was played last night. Let's see. Either way, PSU Street saw riots. Oh, that's not cool. Go Springboks. Tell me what that is. What is that, Nikki? Meanwhile, we are going to read our psalm. And excuse me, I am sniffling. Texas weather, I'm sure some of you know, has just been all over the place. And so we had 80-degree weather on, what was it, Saturday. Oh, rugby. Okay, there you go. Just as exciting as football. I'm familiar with the sport, but I know very, very little about it. Anyway, so Texas weather has been all over the map. We had 80-degree weather on Saturday, and then Sunday it plummeted to like 50 something, 52, something like that. Oh yeah, same here, Tiffany. We can get all 4 seasons in sometimes in a day, definitely in a week. So now it's back in the 50s, and it won't get any higher, I don't think, than like the mid 60s this week for the next several days. And so my sinuses got jacked up last week, and I'm still kind of recovering. I never got like fully sick, but man, it did a number on my sinuses. So I apologize ahead of time, and I'm trying to hydrate. Okay, we're going to read Psalm 48 this morning. Psalm 40, well, actually, I think we might be at Psalm 47. Excuse me, Psalm 47. God is our King. For the choir director, a psalm of the sons of Korah. Clap your hands, all you peoples. Shout to God with a jubilant cry. For the Lord, the Most High, is awe-inspiring, a great king over all the earth. He subdues people under us and nations under our feet. He chooses for us our inheritance, the pride of Jacob, whom he loves. Selah. God ascends among shouts of joy, the Lord with the sound of trumpets. Sing praises to God, sing praise. Sing praise to our King, sing praise. Sing a song of wisdom, for God is King of the whole earth. God reigns over the nations. God is seated on his holy throne. The nobles of the peoples have assembled, with the people of the God of Abraham. For the leaders of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. That's a beautiful psalm to start off the day. It's been a chilly few days in Dubai, low 80s. I guess that would be chilly. 57, and you're part of Texas. Yeah, it is. What is it here? I think we were going to get a 51, high 51 today. No, just kidding. We're not even there yet. It's only 43. And we've got a high percentage, a high chance of rain. That was Psalm 47. Psalm 47. And for those who might be new, I know we've had an influx of new people to the channel. So I always want to make sure I'm communicating the information. This is Psalms of the Bible. It's a volume that was published by Holman. And it has all the Psalms of the Bible in both the Christian Standard and the King James Version. And if you're interested, I do have a page on my website where you can find all of the things that we use on the Monday morning show. What's my password? I was not signed into my site. That is my password. I promise you that's my password, WordPress. Okay. -1 in Minneapolis. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Good grief. Sometimes I miss being back in the Midwest. And other times I'm like, nope, I'm good. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay. So just in case anybody's interested, I do have a favorites page. And we have our items. All right. If anybody's interested, there that is. Okay, let's start off with our question for the day. I'm using our Icebreaker Starter Pack questions. And I'm going to pull a random one. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, and it's got different categories. Again, just in case anyone's new and didn't know. It's got different categories. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I could do this. Life, random, deep experiences, if you could, and would you rather. So I'm going to pick a random. Oh, do we want to go here? Sure, let's do it. All right, this is a deep question. The deep category. What are you worried most about with the next generation? What are you worried most about with the next generation? I have this general concern because we now have fully the generation that does not remember life before internet, and not just internet, but social media. And social media on the brain, while I love social media and I think it's an incredible tool for connection and doing just like cool creative things and work and building businesses, like it has so much potential. It also is incredibly unhealthy and toxic. And as adults, we have proven that we don't handle it very well. And so, and most of us remember life before social media. And then you've got these kids for whom this is normal and they don't know what life is like without it. And they're engaged in it at such young ages. Um, I'm worried what their adulthood's going to look like. So, and access to the internet and to the world in that manner. It just, that's even as just, I'm not a parent, but like just, you know, I'm Auntie Alyssa. I miss Alyssa to lots of kids. And it's just, it worries me. It worries me. I think that this next generation has the potential to be incredibly creative and resourceful. But at the same time, they're also not being set up to use their creativity as well as they could. Yeah. Well, on the one hand, they could be super creative and hardworking. On the other hand, they also don't. I just see like not laziness, but like, yeah, I guess laziness. You get it. You get it. There are certain things that they don't value, and that worries me. That worries me. Anyway, that's kind of, oh man, that really is a deep question. I don't know. Your girls still ask you stuff that is super accessible. So like they could Google it, or what does that mean, Tiffany? They still ask you. In other words, they shouldn't have to ask you. They could figure it out themselves. Is that what you're saying? I want to make sure I'm understanding your comment correctly. And that's the other thing. And this is something that's always existed. There have been parents like this forever. So this is not a modern construct or modern situation where there are, yes, with a little computer in their hands. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. There are parents who, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a mom, and she said that she made a comment about how there are parents who don't want their kids ever to feel inconvenienced or shame or like hurt or whatever, because they want to just like keep their kids in this bubble where they're protected from everything and everything is given to them and everything's provided, and they just do everything for their kid because they don't want their kid to feel any discomfort of any kind. And I was like, that's so detrimental, because what kind of adult is that going to make them? You know, they're not going to be functional. And then when they do, yeah, what happens when they're not? Exactly. And for some parents, that's a them. They're trying to compensate for something that they don't have, right? Some parents live vicariously through their children. Some people have like this codependence. I don't know if codependent is the right word, but that kind of thing. Anyway, so, and when those kids get older and they are faced with challenges and emotional distress, which they will, because we all do, because we're humans living in this imperfect world, they're not going to have the tools, they're not going to have the mechanisms to deal with those things, because you didn't help them develop what they needed to develop in order to be adults. And so anyway, yeah, I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're either going to be completely entitled or completely naive, and usually it's naive. Yeah, I feel like there's a combination of both, and it's and Lord help them. That's exactly right. So, anyway, that's where we're at. Okay, let's talk about priorities. And I have my planner and realize that I don't have my pen. So hold, please. A little of both. That's right, Tiffany. I'm going to go grab my pen. Give me a second. Okay. Let's talk about priorities. So this week what is this, the third week of the month? My goodness gracious. Third week of the month. So let me see. Let me get to my calendar. Second week of the month. I apologize. Not third. Second. Okay, we have more February than I thought. Hallelujah. Last week was a little challenging. I had some stuff come up that I had to deal with. You know how it is. I had no choice. So I'm hoping to recover a bit and get a little bit back on track where I wanted to be. I had some interruptions. How about that? That's what I mean. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so my top 3 for the week. Top 3 for the week. Let's see. I have blog posts to write. I have videos. And I have email. Yeah, I do have to do that. This is why top 3 is so important. Because what is the most essential? What are the most essential items on your to-do list? Everything else can come after that, but like what? I need to review some course material. Okay. Trying to explain taxes to your 26-year-old still, property, income, etc. Yeah. Well, I mean, does she pay? I assume this. You said you was your daughter. Does she pay taxes already? Because I can understand if you're not doing it yet, you may not understand. But still, at 26, at 26, she's old enough to know what that looks like. She's old enough to know what that looks like. I'm hoping she's working. That's what it is. I hope she. Sorry, I'm not trying to make judgment calls here, but you get it. If she's not working, I hope she's in school or something. I guess that's what I mean. Okay. When we were growing up, my parents said, "Listen, you can stay with us as long as you want." Like my parents were not the kick your kids out at 18 kind of parents. Are like, you can stay with us as long as you need to, but you're either in school or you're working. That was the rule. Oh, she's married. Okay, yeah, and she doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, property set. Listen, Like, oh, we can afford a mortgage payment. Yeah, good for you. And then there's the rest. Yep, that's a whole thing. That is a whole thing. Okay. So I have some blog posts I need to write. I haven't written on my blog in forever. I have some videos to film, and then I have some course material that I'm reviewing that I'm going to be talking about with you all. Something that a friend and colleague created that I'll be sharing about later this week. And I need to review so I can talk about it. Anyway, so I have those are top 3. I also have some other stuff. I need to drop off some paperwork to a friend. Let's see. Check. Oh, I can do that online. Oh, hallelujah. Okay. I have a quilt I need to finish. We'll see if that gets done. A couple from our church just had a baby and I made a quilt. I have a quilt top. I finished the quilt top last week. I need to finish putting it together. Okay, what do we got here? Your cup is almost full to the brim. Your kids are here in Dubai. And next week, your dog will be here. Your dog's awesome. That's wonderful, Nikki. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. That's cool. All right, guys. What is on your priorities list? What are you hoping to get done this week? Hold on, guys. Do I have? Oh no, I'm not going to, because I don't have it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, what do you got going this week? Oh, we've got an automatic draft coming out today. You know, make sure the money is in the account for that. Hello. I will probably be going. I have plans to go live this week, later on this week, with the Teachings of Jesus video. I am behind, for those of you who are in Club 119, I am behind 2 videos. I owe the members 2 videos. One of them I think I'm going to do live here on YouTube. Natalie, off topic. Did I do a video on the Net Bible full notes? I did not. I've never done a video on the. Excuse me. So sorry. Okay. I've never done a video on it. Do you have any questions about it? Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. This week, looking at a net calendar system. What is that? Oh, yeah. This is what it looks like in this particular cover. I think there are a couple of cover options, but I have the cloth overboard. I put tabs in it, and your average page is going to look something like this. So this is the text. So this is what? Job. So this is the actual text, and then the rest of it are notes. These are the translator's notes. So most of the page is taken up by notes, which makes this Bible pretty large. Here's a page where there's more text than notes. But that's what it looks like. It's very nice. I like having it. I like having it on my shelf. I was able to get a good price on it. Let's see. You're taking financial peace through your church. That's tonight. That's awesome, Ada. That's really good. That's really good. Do I have to be at home? Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you for collaborating with the pen and paper girl. Yes, she's like Tamra is incredibly sweet. I really there have been a couple of times where I was like, ugh, I'm not sure if I want to do the collab because sometimes I feel creatively not drained, but just kind of creatively stuck. But I've only skipped 1 year with her because I didn't have the capacity at all. I couldn't make it happen. But there's not much that I will say no to when it comes to Tamara. I will always, if it's within my power, say yes to Tamara. She's wonderful. I really like working with her. Yeah, she's great. She's great. Let me know if there's anything else you wanted to know, Natalie, about the full notes. It's a really great Bible. The net, I really appreciate the translation. You said it looks like the Dake Bible. I've never seen the Dake Bible to my knowledge, or not that I remember. Inside, her couponing is savage. Oh, her new Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. A new digital calendar system. I see. Well, more power to you. I hope that works out. I hope you get it all set up the way you want. Her couponing is savage. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a great couponer. It takes a lot of time and intention. I do coupon sometimes, but not generally. All right. So we did our question. Let's talk books here in just a second. Priorities, if you're still working on those, if you want to share them, you absolutely can. I have a short week this week because my husband and I are taking the weekend off. We are doing a little staycation. Is it a staycation? Okay, so staycation, I was kind of struggling with this. A staycation, you stay at home. But what if you are going on vacation, but you're not going out of town? We're just going to be like an hour from home. It's not really out of town. It's still in the Metroplex. So we're just going to a hotel and like going to be away from people for a weekend. You know what I mean? Is that still considered a staycation? A location. Oh, I love that. A location, which depends on the location. If the location is okay, so how far do you have to be from home, or how close do you have to be from home to home? How close do you have to be to home for it to be considered a location? It's still also okay. You can still use the term staycation. I feel like that's still a staycation too. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, what are we doing? Anyway, we're not going out of town. We're still staying in the Metroplex. Anyway, so we're doing that, and that starts on Valentine's. Our anniversary is not until next week, or the middle of next week, but we decided to take Valentine's week off, or weekend off. So I have a short week. It starts on Friday, or it ends on Thursday, and our location staycation starts on Friday. Probably about the garage counts as enough for a location. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, excuse me. Whoa. Usually I try to keep the yawns contained, but that one snuck out on me. At least a mile. We have some cool B&Bs in our town that I wouldn't mind staying at. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? You don't have to go to town for it to be a cation of some kind. Anyway. Okay, so I have a short week. I say all that to say I have a short week. Lots to do in the week. So, and then I get to relax. Okay, I'm going to pick some books. Give me 3 colors. A vacation. Yes, it is a vacation. Because not only is it Valentine's weekend, but we are celebrating our anniversary. So we got that little duo going on. Who plans my location? Who plans the location? Is that the question? So who did the planning for this event? Okay, we got dark red. I need 2 more colors. Dark red. We used to do that with the kids. They loved it. Oh, that's great. I do have a lot of dark red. I need 2 more colors. Oh, do I take turns? Okay, dark red and turquoise. Okay. We plan together. Usually for something like this, we plan together. So most of our yellow. Okay, awesome. Currently placing tabs in your new artist series journaling Bible. Oh, that's so cool. Those are pretty. Oh, those are pretty. Have fun. Have so much fun. I know it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay, yellow. We have dark red, turquoise, and yellow. Okay, so you guys know I've got books this way. Okay, there's stuff you can't see over there. With my new office setup, you guys can't see everything, and I've got books that way too. So I may go off camera for a second. All right. I know you can see dark red. I know you can see the dark red. So let's start with the dark red. I'm so sorry. I keep bumping my desk. My Atlanta. Sorry, guys. All right, dark red. All right, there's. Did I already recommend The Women by Kristen Hanna? Y'all let me know if I recommended that already. Yellow. Ooh. Now I have the national anthem stuck in my head. That's not dark red. This is dark red, but I feel like I already... Maybe I didn't recommend this yet. Okay, maybe we'll do that. What's up around we hail at the twilight's last gleaming. The bright stars through heaven's fight. For some can't be streaming. Okay. Oh, here we go. Turquoise. Let's do this one. The dawn's bursting in air, through the night. Oh, Satan's that stars all right. I feel like I'm pretty sure I did. Down. Okay, sorry. Let me hold on. Let me. Okay, hold on. Oh, a daycation. Yes. Royal blue, 4th shelf down on the right. Oh, crud. That's my left, like right here. This one? Am I pointing correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4. This 1, 2. This is 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I counting? Fourth down, middle shelf. Good morning. We're doing some. Am I on the right bookshelf? Bookcase, I mean? Am I on the right bookcase? I feel a little bit like Vanna White, gone horribly wrong. Not this one. Next shelf down. Okay, so yes, this one. This dark blue one. This is Patriots History of the United States. I've not read it, but I got it. I think I got it on clearance once with good intentions of brushing up on my U.S. history. A Patriots History of the United States, from Columbus's great discovery to America's age of entitlement, not enlightenment, entitlement. You're welcome. And it's written by Larry Schweikert and Michael Allen. Okay. So our picks were, okay. Our color picks were yellow. Oh, mercy. I need to figure out how to do this better. Because I am now at a standing desk, it shakes more than my previous desk did. And it's a thing. And my chair doesn't go up as high as my other one. Or maybe my desk is just too high. All right. Yeah, there's more up there. And once I can, I'm going to put one more on top. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nikki. I'm going to put one more on top because these bookcases have extenders. I'm going to put extenders up there because, y'all, I'm running out of space already. I'm running out of space. All right. And I have no intention of quitting my book buying. So, okay. We had red, turquoise, and yellow. Let's start with a nonfiction. I have 2 fiction picks. We have a nonfiction first. Okay, so yellow. It's Valentine's week. This is sort of on topic, I guess. This is Dr. Julie Slattery. I don't know if I have recommended this before. I have not read it. Oh, so for those of you who might be new, I do what I call soft recommendations, meaning they're on my shelves because I thought they were interesting, but I haven't necessarily read them. So I'll let you know if I've read a book that I'm recommending, but for the most part, this started out because I wanted to recommend books, but not limit it to only those I've read because I buy faster than I can read. So, I'm so sorry, Nikki. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay. So this is Dr. Julie Slattery's Rethinking Sexuality, God's Design and Why It Matters. Yeah. So can Christians reclaim sexuality in a broken culture? Have a wonderful week, Nikki. Disheartening conversations about sexuality are all around us: sexual abuse, sex addiction, gender confusion, brokenness, shame. But what if all this pain presented an invitation, an opportunity to pursue the heart of God and become Jesus' disciples? In this book, Dr. Julie Slattery, renowned expert on sexuality and biblical truth, equips you to 1, understand how every sexual question is ultimately a spiritual one. 2, view sexuality not as a problem to solve, but as a territory to reclaim. I like that. 3, see how sexuality is rooted in the broader context of God's heart for us. 4, grasp the bigger picture of sexual challenges and wholeness. 5, shift the challenge from combating sexual problems to proclaiming and modeling sacred sexuality. Instead of arguing with the world about what's right and wrong about sexual choices, discover a broader and more effective approach in this practical and groundbreaking resource. As you encounter the pain of sexual brokenness, yours or someone else's, you will ultimately collide with and point others to the love and grace of Jesus. So, Dr. Julie Slattery, Rethinking Sexuality, God's Design and Why It Matters. All right, next we have another book, kind of in the vein of Valentine's. I have not read this, but I was able to pick this up on clearance one day and thought it looked interesting. This is called Creative Love, 10 Ways to Build a Fun and Lasting Love. This is by Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. It does look like it's a good book for high school libraries. It definitely does. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can't read this one this week and put it in my recommendations. Because I have another couple books that I want to recommend, or couple books that I want to recommend. I'm just behind in reviewing them. But Creative Love, Jeremy and Audrey Roloff. What kind of love story do you want? Keeping a romantic relationship fresh takes effort. Whether you've been together for 2 months or 2 decades, in Creative Love, Jeremy and Audrey pose questions, ideas, and challenges that will help you live a fun, fulfilling, and forever love story. There's the alliteration for you. Fun, fulfilling, and forever. Each chapter discusses a central aspect of love through the lens of faith and creativity. Communicating in ways that grow your love, adventuring together in every season, preventing and resolving conflict in creative ways, making traditions and commemorating meaningful moments, giving unique gifts that say, I see you, establishing values and dreaming together, pursuing God's design for love and marriage, and more. An essential follow-up to their New York Times bestseller, the best-selling book, A Love Letter Life. Oh, that's right. And I think I do have that. Hold on. I think I have that. I may not. Hold on. Oh, did I buy it? Did I not buy it? You know what? Let's go to the database. Anybody recognize that title, Love Letter Life? That one was kind of popular in the Christian book world for a minute. Did I buy it? Because I remember it being on clearance. Love Letter Life. She didn't buy it, y'all. She did not buy it. Okay. Anyway, Creative Love is a timeless resource full of inspiring and practical ideas for couples to refer back to as a relationship grows. Join the Roloffs as they share their real-life stories that invite you to meaningful conversations, love-strengthening practices, and creative ways to live the love story you'd want to read back to. Oh, sorry. Oh, I cannot read today. Let me try that again. Join them as they share these things, creative ways to live the love story you'd want to read back to you one day. There you go. Creative Love, Jeremy and Audrey. Let's see. It'd be a good book for high schoolers compared to the crap that they're pushing these days. That's true. It's quite true. I think one of my frustrations when it comes to romance and sexuality, and the conversations that we are having in certain church contexts and cultures, this is not true for everybody, but we, or even when we're talking about abstinence, we say, okay, so here's how this works. No, don't do it. Don't make babies or wear a condom. Rather than, and even talking about it like it's a gross, nasty thing, right? Rather than saying, this is this beautiful thing that God created. Here's the context in which for which he created it. You know what I'm trying to say? And waiting is a beautiful thing. And it's going to, if you do it the way he designed, it's going to benefit you. Now, also humans make mistakes. And there is redemption beyond any kind of mistake you might make. So on and so forth. So we need to teach spiritual, we need to teach discernment. We need to teach the value of another human being. We are not to use and abuse people for our own pleasure in any way, shape, or form. And that encompasses a lot of things, right? So it's not just don't do it, it's let's respect other people. I don't think we say that enough. Respect yourself because you're made in the image of God, and respect others because they're made in the image of God. And also there's redemption. There's redemption even when mistakes are made. That's the gospel. If not, if we don't teach that, then we're robbing young people of the gospel in one of its practical forms. Okay, turquoise was another. I feel like I should save this, but anyway, we're just going to do it anyway. For anybody for whom this might be applicable, this was recommended by one of my mentors, and I have not read it yet. But it's called The Prayer-Powered Entrepreneur, 31 Days to Build Your Business with Less Stress and More Joy by Kim Avery. So if any of you all are in entrepreneurship or want to be an entrepreneur, this is a resource that was recommended to me. So in a world of entrepreneurship, hurry and worry. Sorry, let me try that again. In the world of entrepreneurship, hurry and worry are currencies of our day. But as Christian entrepreneurs, we can escape that grind and grow profitable businesses with less stress and more joy. The prayer-powered entrepreneur, I'm kind of skipping down, helps entrepreneurs apply the power of prayer to common business struggles, such as when dreams die, dealing with difficult people, too little time, not enough money, hurry, worry, and scurry. That sounds like a character names for like triplets or. Anyway, I was thinking of like the Three Stooges or the triplet character names. Sorry, I got hyper focused on that. I apologize. Anyway, making a healthy profit and having high impact. So if anybody's interested, that's another turquoisey-ish, bluish recommendation. All right. And last but not least, we had dark red. I feel like I've recommended this before. Is it awful that you're okay, that I'm okay, that you're okay? Being is that word a pawn? I'm not sure what the word is supposed to be, Tiffany. A peon? Pan? You've gotten burned too many times trying to lead people. Listen, leadership is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. I can't remember if I recommended this already. So I apologize. Alma, you might be able to keep me straight on this because I can't remember. I may have. So this is a mystery called Clark and Division. I got it, I think, at a thrift store. I feel like I have recommended this. Or Darlene, either Darlene or Alma. I can't, sorry. Chicago, 1944. 24-year-old Aki Ito and her parents have just been released from Manzanar. I'm having deja vu, where they have been detained by the U.S. government since the aftermath of Pearl Harbor, together with thousands of other Japanese Americans. The life in California the Itos were forced to leave behind is gone. Instead, they are being resettled 2,000 miles away in Chicago, where Aki's older sister, Rose, was sent months earlier and moved to the new Japanese American neighborhood near Clark and Division Streets. But on the eve of Ito's family reunion, Rose is killed by a subway train. Aki, who worshipped her sister, is stunned. Officials are ruling Rose's death a suicide. Aki cannot believe her perfect, polished, and optimistic sister would end her life. Her instinct tells her that there's more to the story, and she knows that she is the only person who could ever learn the truth. Inspired by historical events, Clark and Division infuses an atmospheric and heartbreaking real crime fiction plot with rich period details and delicately wrought personal stories. Naomi Hirahara has gleaned from 30 years of research and archival work in Japanese American history. I may have recommended this before, but I still haven't read it, so here we go. Clark and Division, if you like mystery and historical fiction, this might be interesting. So the 40s, World War II, post Pearl Harbor, Chicago. That's my neck of the woods. So I need to get on this. A worker, not a leader. You know, that's the other thing too, Tiffany, that sometimes there's a season for just being a busy bee for somebody else. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of us have done it. Most of us might do it, or a lot of us might do it for the rest of our lives. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you can. I always feel like if you're doing good, honest labor and you can do it with integrity, there's nothing wrong with being a support, to another person or an organization or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you can sleep at night, be proud of your work. And if you're fortunate enough to work for people who also share the same values as you do, like work ethic and that kind of thing. You think kids could get that perspective? They love authenticity and can respect much better than don't do it. Yes, I don't understand why we don't use that verbiage more often. I have my, what's the word I want? Not suspicions. I have my theories about why we don't have a more holistic approach to abstinence and a sexual ethic in the church specifically. I think historically, and these are broad statements, right? This is not like, I'm not being specific to a local church or group or whatever. I'm just saying broadly speaking. Hi, budgeting mama. Broadly speaking, I think that we have done a disservice to various generations by not having a healthier conversation on sex and relationships and abstinence. And it's too bad. It's really too bad. Like the entrepreneur book, will you post a description of those? If not, will you say the name of the author? Yeah, absolutely. I'm supposed to be doing blog post wrap-ups of the books that I suggest in the Monday morning show, but I have not done that in a while. So here's the book, The Prayer-Powered Entrepreneur by Kim Avery. So hopefully that helps. And then we also talked about Rethinking Sexuality by Dr. Julie Slattery. If you want to, you can take screenshots with my bloated morning face. And then Creative Love. So hope that helps. Oh, and then we have Clark and Division. All right. I don't know if I recommended it, but it's right here in front of me and I'm going to. This is one of my favorite books from last year. It was a book of the month pick for me. It was published last year. If you have not yet read The Women and you like historical fiction and strong female roles, my friends, what are you even doing? I'm just kidding. This is about a combat nurse in Vietnam. Incredibly interesting, and couldn't put it down. Stuff that I didn't know. Like, if Vietnam is one of the wars that I just know little about. And there's a lot of like mystery, or not mystery, but like just a lot of unknowns about it, I guess, in a way, for somebody in my generation who didn't live through it. And so this was incredibly eye-opening, and it was so good. It's a little intense because it is a war book. So she's a combat nurse. She sees a lot of injury, and she's like, they're performing like surgeries and stuff, like in the middle of like attacks and whatnot. It's there's PTSD. I'm trying to find the trigger warnings. So it's a little, not overly, but it is a little appropriately graphic because it's a war story. And we're talking about combat nursing. So there's that. There is PTSD. I want to say some maybe drug or alcohol use or abuse a little bit. And some domestic abuse too. I think those would be the trigger warnings. Yeah. So it was really good. It was hard. It was sad. I was satisfied with the ending. I was satisfied with the ending. So if you haven't read it, you should read it. Your last aunt that still lived in Chicago passed away this week. Oh, I'm so sorry. My condolences, Alma. I was closest to the sister when we were raised in Chicago. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. I did mention the library and you loved it. Oh, yay. That's great. I still haven't read it. I still have not read it because I'm that behind. Obviously, I have so many books I need to catch up on. Anyway, those are our book recs for the week. I hope you find something you might add to your own TBR. Okay, I think that is it. Oh, we got challenges. We are at the top of not the top of the hour, but a little bit past the top of the hour, but I started late, so we're going to keep going. We're going to pick a couple of challenges for the week. Like I mentioned before, I have a short week. Excuse me, you guys. Mercy. Oh, we've done that one before. We're going to do it again. Let's do that one again. I have a short week, which means I have a lot to do in a shorter amount of time than usual, but I'm also looking forward to my little location, staycation, daycation. No, it's not a daycation because it's going to be a long weekend. So, but my location, staycation. Let's do... You know what? I'm going to give you one challenge, you guys. One challenge. Okay? First of all, from before, if you have not yet picked your priorities for the week, please do so. Keep you on task and focused. But here's the one challenge. Okay? It's a two-parter. We've done this before. Give someone you love and a total stranger a genuine compliment today. Give someone you love. That's easy to do. A genuine compliment. That should be easy to do. And then a total stranger, a genuine compliment. If you can knock that out every day this week, bonus points. There is no prize. The points don't actually, I was going to say the points don't matter. The point system is your own, however you want to do that, because I'm not giving anything away or anything. We don't keep track in that way. But if you can do that once every day this week, that's extra. That's extra. So someone you love and someone who is a total stranger, give them a genuine compliment. Heavy emphasis on the word genuine. All right, you all. I think I'm done. I think we did all the things. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. The book is free on Kindle. Which one? Which one? Is it the entrepreneur one? And is it free on Kindle or is it included on Kindle Unlimited? Good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm gonna wait on Kindle membership. Okay, so if you have Kindle Unlimited, then this is included. Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, Natalie. I appreciate that. All right, let's have a quick prayer, and then I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you very much, Alma, and I will enjoy my staycation. It's been long anticipated, and my husband and I have been planning, and we're excited. It's going to be real chill. We're going to go out to eat to a couple of restaurants. We made a couple of reservations. And for the most part, we're just going to sleep and eat and maybe play some games or something. All the things. Okay. Well, let's have prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so grateful for this opportunity to come together and just touch base and have a moment before the craziness of the week, or even just pause if the craziness has already begun. There's so much going on, Lord, in the world, in our countries, and in our personal lives. And our families and friends and work and all the things. And in the midst of the chaos, we want to acknowledge that you've called us to be still and know that you're God, and not just that you're there, but who you are and what you are doing, what you have done, and what you've promised to do. And so we just are grateful for an opportunity to do that together in this small way, to acknowledge that you are creator and sustainer, and you're also our redeemer, and you've condescended to give us a way back to you so that we can be your friend in the way that you've intended from the beginning. And so I ask that you give us daily measures of grace, that you give us peace where we need it, and that you put joy in our hearts so that when people interact with us and when we speak and when we make decisions, we can do so from, excuse me, from a spirit that reflects yours, and that we would be more responsive than reactive, that we would exercise discernment in whatever challenges we face, and that we would be bold when we're called to be bold, and that we would temper that with our humility, and remember that that we're not more important or more valuable or worthy of anything than anybody else is, that we would put others' interests ahead of our own, that we would be selfless as you've been selfless towards us. There's so many things, Father, that are on our hearts. Those who are watching now, those who may be watching the replay later, challenges and struggles that we're facing in so many different aspects. People are mourning the loss of loved ones. I ask that you would be with them and comfort them during this time. And with all of the challenges and the victories, the struggles, the pain, as well as the joys and the simple pleasures of life, Lord, you're with us through all of it. You see us through all of it, and you've promised never to leave us. And for that, we're grateful. I ask all of these things in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I do this every Monday, but now that you mention it, I won't be doing it next Monday because I will still be on my staycation. And it's President's Day too. So I don't typically, I know not everybody gets President's Day off, but I potentially won't do it on a holiday. But yes, most Mondays I am here at 8:00 Central to do the Monday morning show. So welcome if this is your first time. So if I don't do it, I'll either let you all know the morning of or the night before. But I'm telling you now that I won't be here next Monday because I will be sleeping in. So have a wonderful rest of your day, a fantastic week. Happy early Valentine's Day. Yeah, I think that's all the things, you guys. If you need anything, let me know, but I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.